What's up guys, Clayford08 here, and today I wanted to talk a little bit about something that is very much opinionated. So before I get started, I just want to make sure that you understand that this is an opinion piece and everybody's going to have to decide if they believe me or if they believe in this product. Alright, so today we're going to be talking about BitConnect and Genesis mining. Now, these are two products that are highly utilized on the market right now. BitConnect is a place where you can go to generate some side income from interest. And that interest is earned through a bot that they have created apparently to capitalize on the volatility of Bitcoin. So let's just talk about BitConnect first, and then I'll talk about Genesis mining. So the first thing that caught my eye was the fact that this is a cryptocurrency. BitConnect is a cryptocurrency, BCC, and it's actually in the top 25 cryptocurrencies on CoinMarketCap. That being said, there is no white paper. There has never been a white paper written for BitConnect. And that kind of surprises me, seeing that it is a cryptocurrency. Any respectable cryptocurrency in the space has a white paper. So why doesn't this one? That was my first red flag. My second red flag is the fact that there is always positive gains. I never see anybody losing any money. Some days they don't make money on interest, but I never see losses, which is incredibly difficult to understand for me, because if you're trading on the volatility of something, there's always going to be losses. In fact, there's not a single person I know, there's not a single person running a bot that I know that doesn't have losses. So how are these guys always winning every single day? And the only way that I can explain that is that they're bringing more and more people in each day to their program. And so they're paying Peter from Paul. You know, every day somebody comes in and invests some of their money in this, and they're basically like robbing them of their money to pay these other newcomers with the interest rate. But what happens once new people stop coming in? What happens then? Well, that's whenever the bottom will fall out, if I'm right about this. And again, this is all opinionated, so say what you will. I'm sure there will be a lot of people hating in the comments below, and that's fine. I don't really care. I'm not going to invest my money in something that I don't believe in, but I'm trying to forewarn those that are kind of on the fence. This is for you. So yeah, what happens whenever newcomers stop coming into BitConnect? Like, I'll be really interested to see if people are still winning in profits every single day, because even bots aren't that good. They can't predict everything. They can't predict the volatility every single day. It's just not possible. So where is all of this extra income being generated from? It's really interesting to me. So that's my second point. You know, you can't win every single time. My third point kind of wraps back into my first point about there not being a white paper. So I talked a little bit about it being a cryptocurrency itself. Well, why does there need to be a cryptocurrency if they're trading on the volatility of Bitcoin itself? That just doesn't make sense to me. They literally just needed a platform or a website to get started saying, hey, give us your Bitcoin, we'll earn interest off of your Bitcoin by trading it on the market, and then we'll pay you back in Bitcoin that you lended to us to trade with. But that's not how they're doing it. They're actually making it incredibly complicated by adding their own cryptocurrency to the mix. So you give them Bitcoin, they give you BitConnect coins, and they're taking your Bitcoin and trading it on the market. Well, why can't they just take your Bitcoin to begin with, trade it on the market, and pay you back interest in Bitcoin? That just doesn't make any sense to me, and I can't see how it could make any sense to anybody else. Why make something simple so complicated? It really doesn't have to be complicated at all. And that was the third red flag for me. So those are 3 red flags that kind of make it seem really scammy in my eyes. Now, obviously, you're going to have to make that determination on your own. But moving on to Genesis mining. So Genesis mining, I've talked about before how I don't really like it. I always tell people to mine themselves either at home or whether you want to buy a warehouse and buy a bunch of mining rigs and, mine out of a warehouse. That's your call. But it's important to have your own assets. So there's a difference between an asset and a liability. If you own your own property and are mining on that property and receiving income from your mining profits, then you have an asset. So that's the difference between an asset and a liability, and I think that cloud mining is definitely a liability. And with their recent hack that they said occurred, it really seems suspicious that this happened right before Bitcoin Cash. A lot of people are speculating that they've just been hodling those coins so that they can cash out a bunch of Bitcoin Cash of their own and make a shit ton of money off of that. And it makes sense to me. Like, it's fucked up if that's true, but it makes sense. Like, they can make a shit ton of money off of just hodling all of these coins so that they can get those forked coins and cash out really quick. And then after the fork and they've cashed out, they can just be like, oh, here's all of your Bitcoin payouts, guys. That's what it looks like to me, and it seems reasonable. Like, I wasn't the person that came up with this idea that might be what they're doing, but it seems reasonable to me. And so that's what I really wanted to talk about today. If you do decide to invest in these things and it turns out to make you a lot of money, awesome. I wish you the best, and I would never wish ill upon anybody. But me personally, I cannot invest in these types of things because the risk is just way too high of it being a scam. So that's going to be it for today, guys. Clayford08 out.